This is the Chapter 6 overview. Chapter 6 focuses on consumer purchases such as an automobile. Major purchases. Identify what you're looking for and do online research to identify various brands, sources, and compare prices and features. Explore alternatives. Decide what price you can pay and where to buy. Use TMV to determine how much car you can afford. You may find that you may need to look at a used car instead of a new car. You can look at newspaper ads, online advertisements, online car comparison sites, and you can finally visit car local dealers, although I don't recommend that until you've done your homework. Do you want to do new or used, or do you want to do a lease or buy? How much car payment can you afford? It's easy to get carried away with style, color, and options and forgetting the importance of internal. It's best to do a comparison. At the end of this chapter, you can find this comparison chart to use that also has many websites to use for research in purchasing a car. In leasing a car, there are some advantages and disadvantages. The advantages are a small cash outflow, lower monthly payments than buying. Lease provides detailed records. It helps if you use your car for business purposes, and you're able to obtain a more expensive car more often. One advantage that it did mention was the lower monthly payments, but in my experience I have found that you also have to pay a little more insurance because the insurance requires a little more, and so sometimes that lower payment isn't really an advantage. The disadvantages are no ownership interest, you must meet requirements, and you may have additional costs for extra mileage, turning the car in early, or for certain repairs. Some sales techniques to avoid. Lowballing. This is a low price quote, increases with last-minute add-ons. Highballing. A high trade-in offer plus a high new car price. How much can you afford each month? Never leave a deposit unless you're ready to buy. Your price is only $100 above our costs, and sales agreements with pre-printed amounts. These are things to avoid. Some financing sources for cars are banks, credit unions, and dealer financing. It's always a good thing to go in already prepared where you have checked out some financing sources, because they may also offer financing, but you need to know something to compare it with. Low payment or low rate does not necessarily mean the best. An upside down equity is the car is worth less than the amount still owed on the loan, sometimes called a negative equity. Check the APR, the annual percentage rate, and any rebates, but do your own calculations. You do not want to allow them to not think that you know how to do those calculations. It's very important because when you get ready to do the financing, sometimes they will do the add-ons, or they may extend the payments for longer if you go in saying that you want a certain payment amount. So you have to be careful about that. So most important, do your research on cars and financing before going in to drive a car or looking for cars. Be sure that you are clear-headed when you go drive and have your research clearly in your mind. Avoid deviating from your research without doing more research if other options are presented to you. If you have an idea of a set payment, be sure that if they offer you that payment that you are not paying for more months, as I just mentioned. The tips given in this chapter work for most major purchases, including a home. End of the video.